All right, so now probably one of the more difficult ones we're going to do is number 7 here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to draw out this shape of this object here, make it all square, and then I'm going to add the rounded edges here, what again are called fillets. So I'm going to draw this up here first. So it goes up 2 inches and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes up 2 inches over 5 inches. So I'm naming it ISO 7. I'm going to create a sketch on the front view. Use my line tool. I go up, and it was 2 inches over 5 inches, down 1. Go back to the part, and it goes over this way, a total of 4 inches, 4, and then down to match it. All right, so I'm going to extrude it now, which goes a total of 1, 2, 3 inches. So extrude, and I'm going to change that to 3. And click check. So that's the basic outline of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add fillets to these edges right here. Okay, so in order to do a fillet, it's basically rounding an object. Okay, you need to know the radius of the fillet. So I'm kind of using this circle right here as the center point. So if I count, you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's about maybe 1.5 inch diameter. So let's give that a try. So I'm going to click on fillet, which is this one right here. I'm going to click on that edge and that edge and change my radius to 1.5. All right, and then you see it rounds up to exactly what it should look like. And click done. All right, so again, what I did is I clicked on the corner edges to make that fillet. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this top part right here, and again, I'm going to do it as if it like it's just a square. So I'm going to go up a total of 1, 2, 3 1.5 inches and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So I'm going to go make a square. It's 1.5 inches by 2. So I'm going to create a sketch. This time I'm going to do it though on the back end right here. Go sketch, look on the back. All right, I'm going to use a rectangle to create it. All right, so I'm going to start it from this corner, back corner up, and the height of it again was, double check, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1.5 inches, so 1.5, and it is by 2 inches. All right, so I'm going to extrude that a total of 1 inch, I believe it is. So yep, 1 inch. Now if you notice, it's going in the wrong direction. So again, if I click this arrow right here, it changes it, puts it in the other direction. So it's already set at 1 inch, so I'm going to select OK. And then I'm going to do the fillet for it. So the fillet for this one looks at about to be 0.5. So I'm going to go to fillet, and I'm going to click on my corners. I'm going to change it, and it actually might be 1. So we'll see what it looks like after 0.5. Yeah. So let's change that to 1. There we go. That looks right. And then click check. So there is the top shape there. So right here is also a fillet, okay, to round it. So I'm going to do another fillet here. All right. And I'm going to select this edge. I'm going to change that to 0.5. All right, and it's going in the opposite direction. So let's click on variable fillet, which didn't do anything. So let's try that again. Okay, so what I did is I deleted that last fillet I made. So I'm back to this part right here. So if you notice, this is gray and this is blue. So right now it's considering these as 2 separate parts. So what we need to do is we need to combine them. So up here, where'd it go? Boolean, sorry. So the 2 circles right here is called Boolean. So what that does is we're going to either, for this, we can perform an operation on 2 different parts. So we can either create a union of subtraction or intersection. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Boolean, and I'm going to do a union. So I'm going to select that first extrusion we did, and then the second one here. And again, it's a union. So what that's going to do when I click the green check, it combines the two parts together. So now it is one total part. So now what I can do is I can click on fillet and click this edge right here, and it will change the fillet to what I want it to look like. So now I want this to be 0.5. All right, and then click check. So now it is exactly what it should look like right here. So the last thing we need to do is create this 1-inch circle that is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches for the center point. So I'm going to create a sketch on the surface. Look at the top. I'm going to do a point. Just click right there, which looks like it should be on target, but I'm just going to double check. Measure, measure, 1.5 inches, and then measure and measure, 1.5 inches. Beautiful. So now all I got to do is click check, go to hole, click on that point, and change my diameter to 1, and check. So now if you look at it, there it is. ISO number 7, exactly how it should look.